Welcome, everyone. What if I told you that you could actually travel in time? Seriously, not with some fancy machine, but just by using words. Today, we're going to learn how to do just that by unlocking the secrets of the simple past. So let's start with a question. Have you ever wanted to tell a friend about that awesome movie you saw? Or maybe that really cool thing that happened at school yesterday? To do that, you gotta talk about the past.
And that's where the simple past tense comes in. You can think of it like the magic words that power our own personal time machine, letting us talk about all the stuff that's already finished.
Okay, so how do we get this time machine all powered up and ready to go? Well, the main control is actually super simple. It's pretty much all about adding ed. For a whole bunch of action words, verbs, you just tack ed onto the end. It's kind of like flipping a switch that sends the word right into the past. So if you walk to school today, yesterday you walked to school. See? Easy. Now, this main rule has a few little tweaks, but they're super easy to remember. For most verbs, you just add ed. If a word already ends with an e, like the word like, you just add the d. And for words that end in y, like try, you just switch that y to an I and then add ed. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's say, yesterday, I, and the word is talk. What would that become?
Yes, talked, exactly. You just travel back in time with that one little word. Awesome. All right, you're doing great. How about this one? The verb is like, and remember, it already ends with an e. So what do you think we should do here?
You got it. Since like already has that e, all you have to do is add a d to make it liked. You are definitely getting the hang of this. Okay, so not every verb likes to follow the rules. Some of them are total rule breakers. Think of these as the wild and wacky special controls on our time machine. We call them irregular verbs. These wacky, irregular verbs don't use ed at all. Nope, they completely change. For instance, the past of go isn't goed. No way, it's went. They just have their own special ways of time traveling. Here are some of the most common wacky ones. Learning these is kind of like knowing the secret codes to your time machine. So eat becomes ate, and see becomes saw. Pretty cool, right? Ready to try one of these irregular verbs? How would you say the sentence in the past? I eat dinner. That's it, ate. It's a totally different word, and that's what makes these wacky verbs so special. And how about the word go? What did they do on their holiday? This is probably one of the most common irregular verbs out there. Perfect, they went to Italy. So now you know how to talk about what did happen. But what about asking questions or talking about things that didn't happen? So you're pretty much a pro at talking about the past now. But how do we ask questions or say something didn't happen at all? Let's check it out. To say something didn't happen, you just need this little helper word, didn't. But here's the secret trick. When you use didn't, the main verb changes back to its normal original form. So, he bought becomes he didn't buy. And believe it or not, the exact same secret works for asking questions. You just start the question with the helper word did, and the main verb snaps right back to normal. So instead of asking, did he bought, the right way to ask is, did he buy a shirt? And would you look at that? Just like that, you've pretty much mastered all the controls. You know the regular ed rule, you know about the wacky irregular verbs, and you know how to ask questions. Your time machine is all fueled up and ready to go. That's right, you've officially earned a brand new title. You are a time travel storyteller, and you are totally ready to go on your own adventures in storytelling. So, I'm going to leave you with a challenge. What is one amazing, interesting, or funny thing that you did yesterday? Think about it, and then go tell someone your story using your new time-traveling words. You've got this.